In the latest episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the tension among the cast members is reaching new heights as relationships are tested and old issues resurface. Yandy finds herself caught in a difficult situation, questioning the strength of her friendship with Rasheeda after a series of misunderstandings and disagreements. As she reflects on their bond, Yandy wonders if their friendship is still as strong as it once was, or if the recent events have created a rift that may be too deep to fix. Meanwhile, Rod is determined to settle the score with Jasmine, and his actions take a surprising turn that leaves everyone stunned. The episode, aptly titled Total, Eclipse of the Heart, is full of unexpected twists, emotional confrontations, and shocking revelations that keep viewers on the edge of their seats. With alliances shifting and the drama intensifying, fans are left wondering what the future holds for their favorite cast members. As the drama continues to unfold, tensions rise even higher, setting the stage for another explosive confrontation. With a couple's trip on the horizon, emotions are running wild, and unresolved issues threaten to overshadow the getaway before it even begins. One of the most heated conflicts involves Spice, who is still dealing with the aftermath of her intense argument with Bambi. The situation has left her feeling frustrated and uncertain about the future of her latest music project. In a heart-to-heart conversation with Scrappy, Spice opens up about her frustrations, revealing that she believes Amy never told Bambi about the changes to her verse on Spice's song. Instead, Spice suspects that Bambi acted out of misinformation or personal issues, which has only made things worse. Exhausted from the ongoing drama, Spice considers abandoning the project altogether to avoid any more negativity. However, Scrappy offers a different perspective, suggesting that instead of dropping the entire song, Spice should just remove the verses from those causing trouble. He tells her that if Bambi and Amy's parts are bringing too much drama, she has the power to move forward without them. While Spice is reluctant to cut Amy's verse, she is seriously considering removing Bambi's part to avoid further complications. With so much tension building, it remains to be seen how Spice's decision will affect her relationships within the group and if the upcoming trip will bring them together or push them further apart. One thing is clear, the drama is far from over, and fans can expect even more twists and confrontations in the episodes to come. Meanwhile, Yandy reflects on the shifting dynamics of her friendship with Rasheeda. In a private conversation with Mendez, she opens up about her growing concerns. Yandy confesses that she has started to feel uneasy about the way Rasheeda has been acting lately. She feels that the loyalty and support she has always shown to Rasheeda are not being returned in the same way. Yandy has always had Rasheeda's back, but now she is questioning if Rasheeda would do the same for her if the roles were reversed. Mendez listens and offers his perspective, acknowledging Yandy's feelings and suggesting that friendships evolve over time. He encourages Yandy to have an open and honest conversation with Rasheeda before jumping to conclusions. But Yandy is unsure if she is ready for that kind of confrontation just yet. She is tired of putting in more effort than she's receiving, and the tension is becoming harder to ignore. In the end, Yandy and Mendez decide the group could use a break from all the drama. After discussing some options, they settle on Cabo as the perfect getaway. The beautiful beaches and luxury resorts of Cabo seem like the ideal place to relax, but with so many unresolved issues still hanging in the air, the real question is whether the trip will bring everyone closer together or drive them even further apart. The trip to Cabo could either bring healing and reconciliation or lead to even more explosive confrontations, especially with emotions already running so high. The trip is bound to have its share of unexpected twists, heartfelt moments, and, of course, the drama that fans of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta have come to expect. The tension between Rod and Jasmine continues to rise, and their relationship is beginning to crumble under the weight of their ongoing conflicts. What started as a simple disagreement has now turned into an all-out battle, with both of them unwilling to back down. Their latest confrontation takes place during a FaceTime call that quickly spirals out of control. What should have been a chance to clear the air and address their issues turns into another heated argument. Rod stays firm in his belief that he did nothing wrong when he met with Kirk behind Jasmine's back. He does not feel the need to apologize or explain himself, as he thinks he was simply acting in the best interest of the situation. Jasmine, however, feels completely betrayed. She cannot understand why Rod would make such a decision without consulting her first, especially given the complicated history between her and Kirk. To Jasmine, it feels like yet another instance of someone disregarding her feelings and making decisions that affect her without her input. She accuses Rod of undermining her and going behind her back, only adding fuel to the fire. In a confessional interview, Rod does not hold back his true thoughts. He claims Jasmine has not been fully honest with him about the situation involving Kirk and their son, Cannon. According to Rod, Kirk has actually done a lot more for Cannon than Jasmine has let on, and he feels like she has been misleading him on purpose. This revelation only adds to their already strained relationship as trust between them continues to fade. But the most shocking moment comes when Rod makes a veiled threat. He reminds Jasmine that he still owns her music masters, a clear move to assert control over her career. His message is simple: if Jasmine wants to escalate this fight, he is ready for war. This bombshell leaves fans wondering just how far this feud will go. Will Jasmine fight back and take control of her music, or will Rod use his leverage to make things even harder for her? With their animosity reaching new heights, one thing is clear: this battle is far from over, and the fallout is sure to be explosive. As the drama continues, friendships, loyalty, and personal ambitions take center stage. Chaotic and Jasmine take some time to show support for their friend, Erica Banks, who is preparing for a major milestone in her career, her upcoming tour. Unlike many artists who have the backing of a record label to help manage the logistics of touring, Erica is doing it all on her own. It is a bold move that requires not only talent, but also determination, resilience, and a strong work ethic. Chaotic, always the positive force, is genuinely proud of Erica for making things happen on her own terms. He knows how tough the music industry can be, especially without the financial and promotional support of a major label. Seeing Erica push forward, despite the odds, inspires him, and he makes sure she knows her hard work has not gone unnoticed. Of course, being chaotic, he cannot resist adding a little humor to the moment. He jokes about wanting to spin the block, hinting that he might want to rekindle something with Erica. But Erica, familiar with his antics, laughs it off and keeps the focus on her upcoming tour and her career. While the atmosphere starts off lighthearted and supportive, things take a turn when Jasmine opens up about her feelings of betrayal. She is still struggling with the news that Rod went behind her back to meet with Kirk, and it has left her feeling hurt, disappointed, and unsure of where she stands with him. Jasmine vents to Chaotic and Erica about how deeply the situation has affected her trust in Rod. It is no longer just about one secret meeting. It has become a pattern of behavior that makes her question whether she can ever truly rely on him again. As Jasmine talks, the pain in her voice is clear. She had hoped that, despite their differences, Rod would at least respect her enough to be upfront with her, but now she feels completely blindsided. It feels as if she has been left in the dark while Rod makes decisions that impact her life without consulting her. Chaotic listens and offers a few words of advice. He reminds Jasmine that, at the end of the day, she has to do what is best for her peace of mind, whether that means cutting ties with Rod or finding a way to move forward on her own terms. As the conversation winds down, it becomes clear that Jasmine is reaching a turning point. She is no longer willing to tolerate disrespect or being disregarded. While she may still be processing the hurt, she is beginning to realize that she has the power to take control of her own story. Meanwhile, Erica stays focused on her tour, determined to prove she can make it happen without the backing of the industry. Chaotic, on the other hand, is just happy to show his support while keeping the mood light. But with so much tension in the air, it remains to be seen how the rest of the cast will navigate their own conflicts and whether they will be able to find peace amid the drama. With lingering issues still unresolved, it is only a matter of time before everything reaches a breaking point. Right now, the cast may be trying to support each other, but in the world of love and hip-hop Atlanta, peace never lasts long. The show's drama thrives on unresolved conflicts, and when emotions are this high, The tension is bound to explode at some point. The brewing storm between Rod and Jasmine has reached a boiling point, and there is no telling how far things will go. Their relationship has already been through so much, and now it seems like the breaking point is upon them. This constant clash between the two has created a situation where no one, not even those who are closest to them, can predict what will happen next. Unresolved issues have led them down a path where their every move feels like an act of war, and the impact of their decisions continues to ripple through the lives of those around them. Jasmine, for her part, has been doing her best to move forward. After all the drama and heartbreak, she has decided to focus on something that she knows brings her peace, her music. Channeling all of her emotions into her work, she throws herself into the studio, trying to create something beautiful amidst the mess that is her personal life. In those moments, when she is surrounded by her music, she almost feels at ease. She can pour her heart into each note, hoping to turn her struggles into something meaningful. The creative process offers her a brief escape, allowing her to forget, if only for a moment, the storm that rages on outside the studio. The intensity of the world around her feels muted as she loses herself in the music, and for a brief, fleeting moment, she feels peace. But just as she starts to feel that peace, it is shattered in an instant. Jasmine checks her security cameras, perhaps just to see if everything is in order, and what she sees immediately sends her into a frenzy. Rod, the person who once seemed to care for her, is having the Tesla he bought for her towed away. Right in front of her eyes, the car that she thought symbolized something meaningful, something real, is being taken away from her. It is as if Rod has torn away the last shred of trust she had left. The sight of it stirs a whirlwind of emotions in Jasmine: anger, disbelief, frustration, and humiliation. It feels like the ultimate betrayal, a slap in the face from someone she once trusted deeply. Without wasting a second, Jasmine rushes outside, her heart pounding in her chest. Her voice shakes with fury as she demands an explanation from Rod. The words she spits at him are filled with a mixture of confusion and anger. "Why would you do this to me?" she yells, struggling to hold back tears. To Jasmine, this is not just about a car being towed away. It is about so much more. It's about control, about respect, and yet another betrayal from someone she thought she could count on. The weight of the moment is crushing. She feels as though her entire world is unraveling, and she's helpless to stop it. Rod, however, isn't backing down. He stands his ground, looking her directly in the eyes. In his mind, he has done nothing wrong. He calmly reminds her that he's given her so much, but she has shown him nothing but disrespect. It is as if he's built a wall around himself, unwilling to show any vulnerability and determined to make her understand that his actions are justified. He tells her that, despite everything he has done for her and Canon, Jasmine hasn't appreciated him. He claims that he has stepped up in ways Kirk never did and has been more of a father to Canon than Kirk ever has been. But this to him is not enough. He feels like Jasmine has crossed a line, and now it is time for him to reclaim some control in this situation. Jasmine, still in shock, cannot believe what she is hearing. The words sting, and the humiliation of the moment only deepens the wound. This is not just about a car being taken away. It feels like the final blow to everything she had hoped for. The betrayal cuts so deep, and she can't understand why Rod would do this, especially after everything they have been through. The pain in her chest is overwhelming, and it is hard to even look at him as he stands there, explaining himself. The tension between them has been building for weeks, and in this moment, it feels like everything is coming to a head. Jasmine had already started to question whether they could ever repair their relationship. She had hoped for a way forward, a way to heal the rifts between them. But now, with this act of revenge, it seems like any possibility of reconciliation has been completely destroyed. The car symbolizes so much more than just material things. It represents the final threads of trust that have been severed between them. This is no longer about material possessions. It is about how Rod has continued to disrespect her and undermine her. Jasmine feels like she has reached her breaking point. The sense of betrayal in her heart is palpable. The raw emotion she is feeling cannot be contained, and the overwhelming sense of disappointment lingers. She thought they were past the worst of their issues, but now it feels like they have fallen back into the same toxic patterns. Jasmine knows that this moment will define the course of their relationship from here on out. Whatever future they had seemed to be slipping away, piece by piece, and there was nothing she could do to stop it. As Jasmine tries to process everything, her emotions surge, and she is left feeling completely defeated. She can't help but wonder if she will ever be able to trust anyone again. In the whirlwind of this dramatic moment, it is hard to see a way out, and the pain of betrayal feels all-encompassing. For now, Jasmine is left with her emotions running high, questioning everything she thought she knew about herself, Rod, and their relationship. The camera's lens captures the raw emotion of this heated confrontation, an outpouring of feelings that could change the course of their relationship forever. In the end, the question remains, will there be any chance for healing, or has this betrayal shattered everything beyond repair? Only time will tell. She confronts Rod directly, asking him why he would do something so petty and disrespectful. However, Rod does not back down. He stands his ground, looking her in the eyes and making it clear that, in his mind, she had this coming. He reminds her that, despite everything he has done for her and Cannon, Jasmine has shown him nothing but disrespect. He claims that he has stepped up in ways that Kirk never did and has been more of a father to Cannon than Kirk ever has been. After all that, he refuses to let her walk all over him. In his eyes, taking back the car is simply a consequence of her actions. Jasmine, still in shock, cannot believe what she is hearing. She feels humiliated, frustrated, and betrayed all over again. The tension between them has been building for weeks, and this moment feels like a breaking point. She had already started doubting whether they could ever repair their relationship, and now, with this act of revenge, she feels like any chance of reconciliation has been completely destroyed. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, things are looking much brighter for Bambi. She is catching up with Zell and sharing the latest updates in her love life. After dealing with so much drama and heartbreak in the past, Bambi is finally in a good place, and she is excited to tell her close friend. She reveals that she has a new man in her life, Ray. They have known each other for years, but only recently reconnected, and things are going surprisingly well. Unlike past relationships, this one feels different. She genuinely enjoys spending time with Ray, and for once, she feels a sense of peace and security. Zell listens with a smile, clearly happy for Bambi. He knows firsthand how much she has been through, and it is refreshing to see her in a relationship where she feels valued. He wholeheartedly approves of Ray, pointing out how well he treats Bambi and how secure he makes her feel. In a world filled with messy relationships and constant drama, it is a relief to see something that actually seems healthy and promising. But Bambi is not naive. She knows that peace does not always last, especially when it comes to this group. She mentions that Ray will be coming along on the upcoming couples trip. While she is excited to have him there, she also knows that nothing ever goes smoothly when this group gets together, given their history of messy fights, backstabbing, and shocking betrayals. She can only hope for the best. As the episode continues, the contrast between Jasmine's crumbling relationship with Rod and Bambi's hopeful new romance with Ray is striking. While one woman is fighting to hold on to what little control she has left, the other is stepping into a new chapter filled with love and possibility.